do it the Shoshie way. I'm gonna teach you, be ready to learn. 'Cause when I'm done, it's your turn. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch your clothes. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch your clothes. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. We paint miniatures. Turn on, tune in, hear what I say. Watch real closely, enjoy your stay. You'll see me painting from up above. And if you like it, give it mad love. Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch your clothes. And when I'm through, why not have it go? Take your time, steady and you can do it right. Shoshie can enter my world, watch your clothes. And when I'm through, why not have it go? We paint miniatures. 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 We paint miniatures.
Hello, it is Shoshie and we are live and it is Tuesday today. It's the last day of November. I'm going to go ahead and play some chill music here. There we go. And I'm going to real quick let my patrons know that we're going to be streaming so that they know. I already posted it to the Discord, so we're all set for that. Let me add this link. Sorry about it's like I can't really go live up until, there we go, got it. Paste. Maybe I have to take off my glove. Anyway, I hope everybody is having a good day. There we go. Now I can add it to the Patreon. Yay. Got it. All right, now I'm going to go ahead. Send. We're painting Slenderman. from Kingdom Death today, and it will be for commission. So I will be going ahead and there we go. All right, all set. Publish. I think that'll be good. Hopefully that will go to everybody if all goes well. All right, let me check to see if anybody is watching. I know I saw Batalur in the Discord chat, so it's very possible he's watching. Hello, Batalur. Yay, I'm not alone. Always makes me happy to see somebody in the chat. Let me just sign into chat here so if I need to say something in the browser, I can. Got it. Good, good. Yay. Okay, how are you, Batalur? I'm trying to get my glove back on. We're painting Slenderman. Slenderman. I always want to say it like he's Jewish, like like Goldman, you know? Spider-Man. All right, I'm gonna set that there. And I've got a couple Kingdom Death pinups on my desk as well. I don't think we're gonna get to those, but I wanted to show them to you because I have made a challenge for myself to try to paint one Kingdom Death model of my collection a week till the end of December. Let's see if you can even see these. It might be a little tricky. I might have to do a little airbrush zenithal. So this is one of the Huntress, I believe it's called. The Huntress, she's got a big old booty. And this is the Manhunter pinup. All these are pinups. I can't remember the name. The Lantern Festival pinup. I believe this is the Lantern Festival pinup. I don't remember this one. Don't remember that one. And this is like the Ammo Slave, I think. I can't remember. Uh-oh, she's knocked off her base a little bit. All right, let me pull these aside. I just got these. Oh, I've got a couple more. I forgot about these two. These are two more. She's supposed to be hanging upside down in the game, but they have her standing as if she's upside down. You ordered your Darkstar and KDM pinup too. Oh, that is surprising to me because I didn't know that you would be interested in those KDM pinups. But yeah, those I have. Maybe we'll be able to paint some of those then. All right, I'm setting these back on my desk here so I don't mess them up while I'm painting the Slenderman. Oh. Okay, so my idea for Slenderman, my client is hopefully going to be here later on. I sent him a link so he could watch the stream. Here's Slenderman. He is based on what's called a creepypasta, and it is a type of horror fiction written on the internet, meant to seem like it's based on something true, but is actually completely fictional. So the Slenderman was started out as this kind of meme contest story, and somehow he made it into the Kingdom Death game. And now I'm going to go ahead and glue this little piece of tendril or whatever this is right there. Hopefully that will stay. Oh, I got this one too. I forgot. These kind of help support him and keep him a little bit upright. There we go. You gave in. They were 50% off. They have that 50% off sale every year on Black Friday. The Kingdom Death. If you ever like a Kingdom Death model and you don't want to spend a ton of money, that's the day that you get it. And maybe buy two and then, you know, see if somebody else wants the other one. Okay, because they're very hard to get that at that price. All right. Trying to move things. Oh, I need my white primer because I don't know if I'm going to use it yet. I need to look up a color scheme for our. I want him. Let me do my face here. There we go. Hi. I want him to be like a red and black and white kind of in my head, I'm seeing like almost like a, I may have painted this color scheme before, but I don't recall. I have done like a clown theme for Slenderman. I've painted like 3 or 4 Slendermen. So now is a challenge to do something different. I'm kind of seeing in my head, kind of like the Harlequins from Warhammer, the Harlequin Eldar. So I'm just going to Google Harlequin Eldar red, black, and white and see what I get. Because maybe I'll be inspired by a color palette or a color scheme. I might want to do the checker. I don't know. We'll see. So Harlequin Eldar red, black, white. Let's see what I get. You just never know. Even if it's something, I might find something completely different. You never know. Okay. Let me go to images. Well, I found one. Okay, okay. Mostly red with the black and white checker. I actually like that. And actually, that's kind of a standard. Frontline Gaming, it looks like, has kind of the gold, red, black, and white. And I do like that idea. Just needed to kind of see something. Ooh, wow. You guys have to see this. Okay, I just found a pure black and white scheme. Hold on. I need to, let me take out the red in my search and see what happens. Because that could be interesting. Just a duochrome, monochrome, well, technically almost monochrome, duochrome. Okay, black and white Eldar. It's pretty, that's pretty boss. Let me show you what I'm seeing here. Let's go overhead. Do you guys see this? Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Just the patterning. There's polka dots and there's checkers and stripes. And I think for Slenderman, because I mean in the lore, he's just black and white. So it kind of appeals to me. So let me just look up Slenderman and see if I add a red and see what happens. Red, black, and white Slenderman. Okay. It's probably just going to be... Okay, here's images of our regular... This is the regular creepypasta Slenderman. He's always got very long arms. He's kind of like a boogeyman. All right, that's all I got was kind of that. This is... Here's a good example of him. He's got all these tendrils, right? Okay. I think let's go back to our black and white, red, black and white Eldar Harlequin. So they are always kind of red, black, and white anyway. Not always, but a lot. Okay, this is a cool scheme. It is, so this is red, yellow, and blue. That's like a primary scheme. It's not bad. I really want something really striking and really kind of brash. Let me go back to Harlequins. Red, black. The cool thing about Warhammer and like trying to find a color scheme for something is that if there's been a color scheme for it, Warhammer will have it. All right, I really do like this. There's a little bit of purple in it, but it's mostly red, black, and white. And that one, this is really cool too. This is the whole army in that same scheme. All right, let's take a look at our guy. So the first thing I need to do, I do need to do a zenithal just so I can pick out details and take a look at how it's going to look. My airbrush has been a little bit cloggy this morning, so we'll just give it a shot. I think I'm having trouble getting air in. Let's try this again. I might have to switch airbrushes. Yeah, we'll just put a little bit of white in here and thin it, because I think just a little bit of white, thinner, and we'll stir it with an old brush. Okay, this will be good. All right, now I'm just gonna test my brush before I touch. There we go. See, it's I don't know if you guys can see, it's making a nice, yeah, there you can see that nice halo-y mist. And I'm going to turn my model so that he's facing toward me at an angle. And I'm just going to kind of see if I can blow. Yeah, there we go. Oh. We got the feet. There we go. I just want to be able to see him okay. Yeah, that's creepy. Very creepy. Okay, wait a second. There we go. I think my needle might be bent because it's blowing. It's like it's going up. All right, I'm gonna spray his head because his head can be white. Oh, got a little bit of the extra. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can make his hands creepy white too. All right, I'm not unhappy with that so far. I like the dark nails on the side there. All right, gonna blow this through my airbrush. I really think I need to clean it. It's somehow, I think the needle might be bent. It's just not giving me enough pressure. There's something wrong with it. Let's do thinner. It might have a clog actually also. That would make sense because, yeah, I'm pretty sure it has a clog of some kind. I see pieces of black still in here from when I had black paint. That's not a good sign. All right, cleaner. This says the Badger Spray Through Cleaner, and I love it because it really does work on their product. If you're using Badger Primer, I ordered some more. They had a big old Black Friday sale, and I'd ordered a bunch more. Scrub down the side. I'm always nervous when I clean my airbrush while I have kind of schmutz inside the airbrush because I think it's probably going to go down into the airbrush, which is probably what happened. Yeah, I'm pretty. Let me look at this needle. Supposedly, when a needle, yeah, wait. Well, it's crusty, that's for sure. You know, it's funny, the needle does not look bent to me. I guess that's good. That means, but there is a big chunk of dried paint on the end of it, which that alone could be clogging things. All right, let's put this back in here. See if it'll spray better now. Oh yeah, much better. Maybe it was that chunk of paint on the, hold on. It's probably the chunk of paint on the on the end of the needle that was doing it. Hello, welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining me. We're painting the Slenderman from Kingdom Death. It's a commission for one of my clients. Hold on a second. I'm trying to get the schmutz out of my airbrush here. Tonight is okay, so I want to tell you about a couple of important dates today. I might have to leave a little bit earlier than I usually do today. It is my father's yard site, which means today was 5 years since he passed. So it's an important day that I'm going to go and try to run to see, you know, his grave before sunset, which is going to be really hard because sunset starts at 4 o'clock these days. Hello, Raymond and Sneaky. I miss you, Sneaky. All right, I'm just looking here. I've decided to go with basically a red, black, and white color scheme. I'm gonna use my white. White is one of those colors. You know what? I'm gonna switch airbrushes because I really need to airbrush this. White is one of those colors that is just better off airbrushed. And the reason being is that it's just, uh-oh, did I lose all my airbrushes? Here they are. I have tray of airbrushes here. Let me use this detail one. This will be good. Hopefully I won't clog it to heck. This is basically a Sotar 2020, but it's a special edition. All right, so I'm going to take this off here. This is my quick connect. It's not so quick when you have to put it on. Ideally, you would have a whole bunch of these, each with their own quick connect on, and you could just flip them in and out. All right, hopefully that's tight enough. There. Now I'm not getting any air. What's going on? Huh. Is the needle being pulled back? Let me check. All right, needle's back. There's something going on with this now. Oh, I wonder if this is where the plug was in my airbrush. I bet it was in this. Nope, that's pretty clear. Nope. Ooh. That doesn't sound right. It's not coming out the thingamabob well. You guys hear that? All right, well, it's blowing out the front. Doesn't sound good. It's still something to do with this. There. Let me try a different brush real quick. Sorry about this. It's just with airbrushes. Okay. There's definitely a thing here. Let's try this one more time. I feel like I can get it. Nope. One more brush. Okay. Well, we will get to painting in a second. Don't worry. Okay. If it does it to this one, then I'm just going to give up. Ah. Okay, that's better. It's really strong. Okay, I'm going to do that. We're going to do white. We're going to do white paint, though, not white. Nope, we're going to use white primer. I'm just going to put a little thinner in my brush. How are you doing, Raymond and Yvette? Sneaky Tiny Small. Good, that's working. Okay. So Kingdom Death is having a pinup. Oh, I just got paint on my face. Kingdom Death is having a pinup contest, painting contest, and I'm going to enter it. But I'm also going to help anybody in our Discord who wants to enter it as well, so that everybody can get a little extra oomph, right? Let me get these hands nice and white. We can get this collar white too, because okay, that'll be good. At work watching me? Awesome. Good, good. Okay, so he's already looking creepy just with this little bit. I'm going to go ahead and do his legs white as well, because I've never done a Slenderman with white legs. I've always had some kind of socks. We could still put socks on him, but I just want to see what it's going to be like. Think they'll give out a King's Coin? I hope so. I really want one. I really want one. That's why I'm going to enter. And I think they will. I think that they kind of talked about doing these little community things. And I mean, it's kind of a way to... These contests end up being... Whoa, I'm just getting all kinds of particles in the air. These contests end up being like free promotion for them. So I really hope they do give something away. All right, that's much better. I think that... How are you, Robert? Are you going to enter as well? You have the third printed King's Coin from I know. I really wanted Revamp to send me a coin to paint. I said I'd paint him for free for him. I just want to paint a coin. And he's just like tempting. And I don't know if I ever got him talked into it or not. Maybe he forgot about it, but... Or maybe he can't do it because it'd be like too much copyright stuff. I don't know. Revamp Games, it's just, he's so freaking talented. It's so amazing what he does. I wish that he posted on Facebook and he could share to the group his stuff, but it's sketchy because he does have a Patreon, so I probably wouldn't let him post just because he's monetizing something, and I don't know if it's just support or what. How his Patreon's set up. All right, I got there. All right, now that's all I'm going to do with the airbrush for now. I just wanted to put the white on because look. Oh wait. I'm going to dab that so it doesn't completely fill in all that texture right there. There's wet white paint. I did put thinner in it though. White is, like I said, white is one of those colors. Oh, his legs don't look good. What is happening? I put too much thinner in it, I think. Might have to paint back over those. We can always add his socks so that that covers all that. Okay. That's what I love about miniature painting is that if you make a mistake, You can fix it. All right, let's start with black. We're gonna add, I need the Abaddon black though, because it's nice and creamy. Make sure I have it on my desk. Ooh, I need this too. There's another white. Aha, I found the Abaddon. And it's in the airbrush, so it's going to be nice and thin already. He doesn't sell printed models. He has a Patreon and makes the files available. Oh, okay. I heard, I can't remember if I heard that Poots had asked him not to release the files for some things because they were, oh, yikes, that needs shaking. Because he actually has stuff in mind for some of them, and if he releases them, then other people are just going to make the same thing, right? Hey, Simon. Does he sell, or does he? Yeah, I think he just does the files. Legally, he would get in trouble. We're going to do all of these tentacles with the black. Yeah, legally he would get in trouble if he was selling, because then Poots could just send him a copyright infringement thing. I mean, or IP, I guess it would be probably. I'm just going to give these a nice coat of black, and I'm going to highlight these with probably a gray, because I think I want. So Raymond, I was thinking I'm going to either do black, red, and white, or I'm going to just do straight black and white, because I think it would be really striking to have just a black and white Slenderman. I don't know if anybody's done that yet, but the original art from Slenderman is mostly just black and white. And it's already just like this. It's starting to look cool, right? Especially with the white and the black tendrils behind him. If we add some things. I'm going to add a little bit of this decay black to my black, because this is also a satin. Hopefully I need to shake it a little bit more. I always keep a little paper clip handy to unplug my bottles. There we go, that's nice. It's going to be a little bit more, yes, not as opaque. Just a quick heads up, you've literally done it, a new challenge in Discord. Awesome, good. So I had listed a new challenge on TikTok, and I had challenged people to paint, to basically make their own challenge for the end of December. My painting challenge by the end of December is to paint one of my Kingdom Death models that's from my personal collection a week. Oh, I really like this black. It's really pretty. And I also have my past challenge of trying to get one dark crystal model done every month. So that's basically 5 models that I'm challenging myself to, which is really not too bad. Since they're mine, I don't have to put them to the level that I do my commissions. So I don't have to work as hard. You have a spare coin? Rob, send it to me. Oh my gosh. I'll pay a model for you for it. I'm not even joking. I'll send you one of these pinups I'm going to be painting. Took down the models that were copies of game art. Okay, good. So now his stuff is heavily inspired by the art. Yeah. That's pretty much what he was doing before. There we go. This is tricky because you can't quite reach up in there, but it is black, so it's not like... Okay, there we go. If you were going to make your own revamped game artwork, what would you want to have sculpted? And let's say so you could hire your own sculptor, you wouldn't have to make it yourself, and you could have whatever you wanted for Kingdom Death or whatever game that you usually play. I really am glad that Poots is coming out with that challenge board. Basically the board that's all resin, because I definitely would have had, I would have bought something like that from somebody else if he hadn't already done it. This is lovely. I love this black. That is so cool. We really have to keep this Slenderman light, because look how cool the black looks behind him. It frames him. Anything is good. You're not really fond of this mini. Okay, good. Oh, you might be fond of it when I get done with it. I wasn't particularly into the mini either. I'm trying to remember. Have we added him to our... I don't think we've added him to our campaign either. We still have been trying to play Vanilla Kingdom Death. And we still haven't finished an entire campaign yet. It's very frustrating to me. We didn't play Kingdom Death at all during the pandemic so far. Being really careful to go in here between the arms. It's looking good. I really like that black. I don't paint with black a lot, so this is interesting to me. I usually mix a dark color that looks, you know, like it could be good enough to be black, right? You already did that. You made the lantern dice. That's right. Those are very cool. You guys got to go check out. Do you have a shop or something, Rob? If you want, you can post a link to the shop if anybody wants to see your lantern dice. Or Instagram or whatever, so they can contact you. I don't think you need permissions to post links on YouTube, but I could be wrong. I don't think that there's any kind of stopgap. There we go. It might not let you though, so you might have to, I think Simon and Batalur. Simon, or Batalur is definitely a moderator, so you can always send it to him and he can post it. There we go. I'm just looking around to make sure all the spots I need to have are covered. Okay, I'm going to take my glasses off so I can take a peek at this a little closer. I want to make sure, see there's a spot right there I missed. Here's a lot of spots I missed. This is why I have to take glasses off, because I'm so nearsighted. I can't often see with my glasses on, because my glasses prescription is so strong. There we go. Okay, I think I got all of it now, maybe? Okay. That is so cool. Okay. Now, I'm going to go ahead and paint the parts that I feel like would be black on him. And then we'll highlight them because we need them to show up against, probably highlight them with gray. We need them to show up against his tendrils. See, you can't tell right now whether that is an arm or a tendril because it's not highlighted yet. Flip it. I completely could have sub-assembled him, and I did not. But he is one of those models that might be easier to paint piece by piece and then build him later. If you have a steady hand, though, it's not too bad. Thankfully, I got my hand strength back. I had COVID last, what was it, October. I had COVID in October and I lost a whole lot of hand strength. It took me a while to get it back, but now I'm good. All right, let's go ahead and make his pants also black. He does have some little doodad decorations on his pants, but that's okay because I will paint those again later. Yeah. If we paint over it, as long as it's thin enough, it won't fill in all the details. And then we can go back over it with a whiter or whatever color we're going to use. If we do use color. Yes. Okay. Drying. This is going to be the hardest part back here because it's got that little coattails. Oh, I totally forgot to tell you. Okay, so we've got these important dates today. So it's the third night of Hanukkah. So that starts at sundown, and sundown starts early. I need to be out of here to go to my dad's. That looks good. I like that. My dad's grave, because it's also his yard site, which means it's the anniversary of when he passed, and that's an important time to reflect and remember your loved one. There we go. I like this. Every other thing. Black, white, black, white. People ask me, how do you paint so fast? Well, one, I have really good brush control. Two, I use kind of a big brush. And I kind of get a lot of coverage really quickly by being able to control the big brush. If you use a small, tiny brush, it's going to take you a long time to cover that same amount of surface area. All right, there we go. I gotta get this. Yes. Okay, now I need to look up, what's his name? Jack Skellington, I think, is from the Disney. He's sort of a Slenderman. I don't know if anybody's caught on to that. Jack Skellington is a Slenderman. Hey, Bat. Oh, Bat's a mod. Okay. Lantern Horn on Etsy for the dice. Thank you. I think the thing with the inverted face that stamps out stone faces would be a cool thing to visualize. Yes. I really like the black and white. Okay, but it looks blah right now. So let's figure out black and white. Make gray. Let me add some white on here. This is a flat white, so we don't want to mix flat with satin because both the blacks that I have on my palette are satin. So this is a scar white. Maybe it'll be okay. It looks kind of chunky. Let me shake it. Yes. I was thinking of looking at Jack Skellington for other inspiration. I mean, yeah, I'm going to look because Tim Burton is another kind of thing I have in my head. Jack Skellington. Let's look at Tim Burton's Jack Skellington art because that is going to be way more. Tim Burton. Art, because he does a lot of his own sketchings and stuff. Here we go. Oh, wow. He did this kind of stuff. It's very childish and cute. Interesting. Let's look at how these paintings are made. So you can kind of see. Oh, no, now you can't. There's purples in here under the whites, and I like that. See, that's giving me ideas on how to paint the shadows. Okay, let's go to Jack Skellington again. Let's just do Jack Skellington and see what I get. Images. This is how I come up. Ooh, see with the purples? Can you see and a little bit of pinks? That could be cool. And it reads as white, even though it's got that. Ah, very good. Oh my goodness. There's purple in that one again. Pinstripe. I really like the pinstripe as well. Like I said, I want to make this so that this is a fun model for you. Since you're not real thrilled with the model, I want to make it so it's really special and fun. All right, let's do art. Jack Skellington art. Oh, here we go. Gosh, when people do fan art, it's just amazing. Look at that one. Oh my goodness. Very, very, very cool. Okay, I'm getting my inspiration now, my color inspiration. I'm thinking that cool purpley color for the shadows of the white would be good. Okay, let's go in here. Pinstripe suits for days with Tim Burton, yeah. Hey, Ro, how are you? So we just realized that Jack Skellington is a Slenderman. So we're kind of drawing on some inspiration from him. Let me get my purple. Hold on, I gotta look at that one inspiration picture again for that purple. I can color match to such a degree that, well, that's got a little green in it. I can color match by just looking at it and then mixing it. If I find the right picture. There it is. It was like, that is actually kind of pinkish grayish. Okay, I'm memorizing the color in here. Let's see if I can mix this color. Let me look at it again. It is gray. It's definitely a purple gray. Let's start with our gray base. Here we go. This is a dark warm gray. Now this again, I don't want to use this because this is not satin. I'm going to stick with my satin paints because satins blend so much nicer. Okay. Let's see what happens. I'm going to take my glasses off. We're going to mix our own beautiful gray with more white here. You can never have too much white when you're making a gray because acrylics, you'll never mix that same gray twice. All right, putting it over here. Let's take a little bit of gray. There we go. Ooh, pretty. Yes. That's lovely. It's nice. It's actually a nice, because white is cold. I don't know if you know that there's warm and there's cold whites. This one is a cold white, so that is a cold gray. And now I need to add a little purple, which will continue to keep it cold. Let's do, this is another satin paint. Just a smidge of Alien Purple from Game Color. And I'm just the tiniest dot of it. We'll just add it in until it looks right. There we go. We'll add a little bit more black. There we go. That's pretty. All right. I'm going to grab a new brush. I got these Monument brushes because I've been destroying my other brushes little by little. I don't buy expensive brushes because I spend so much time destroying brushes that it just doesn't ever make it worth it for me. Oh yeah, there we go. I'm going to thin that out. And let's paint that on the underside of our white that's already here. There's like a bunch of little like weird veins all over his face here. So I'm going to just kind of put this purple all over it real quick. Flip. There. Okay, I'm going to let that dry some. And I'm painting these lace pieces with this purple gray because that will be a shadow color for any white we put on top of that, or any white or cream. That white base is really nice though. Now, you're probably wondering, why is she painting the beautiful white collar with this? It's partly because, one, I got paint on it from trying to paint the head, and so I'm covering up my mistake, but now I'm also going to be able to go back in and highlight all the little bumps and ridges on here. So they look right. Good, good. Is that right? Yep, good. Okay. The trick with grays and whites and all that is that stuff can get very chalky. I'm going to get some medium on my palette. What do I want to use? I'm going to use, that's pure white. Trying to find a good medium, something that will keep my paint wet a little bit longer. I guess I could use, is this a varnish? Matte. Okay. This is the Instar varnish, and I can use this as an, oh, you know what I'm going to use? Forget that. Technical contrast medium will be good. Put some of this. This is a contrast medium. We'll turn it into a contrast paint, but it's also, it's a medium. Beetlejuice had a pinstripe. Jack Skellington, Sweeney Todd, there's always a pinstripe. Yeah, he likes that. He likes that look. You just came back from sports? Oh. That would make me tired too. The other nice thing about the contrast medium is it makes the paint flow in such a way as it'll go down into the crevices where it wasn't flowing before. Okay. That's looking good. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and paint the rest of his little suit black because he's a Slender Man, right? And then all the little detailing on it will be of different colors. That doesn't look black enough to me. There we go, that's better. So Ro, we were talking about the pinup contest. Have you decided which pinups you're going to try to paint, or if you're going to paint more than one and just try to figure out the best one? Seems like if you paint a bunch of them and, like I said, pick out the best of the group, you're going to have a better chance of having a good one to enter. Kind of goes with my quantity over quality models. You'll eventually get quality if you're painting quantity. There we go. All right. Okay, I think I'm at a point where I can start highlighting this black. I'm just trying to decide what I want. Let's take some black and some white. I want it mostly black. I want it to be just a really dark gray first. Definitely one of the male ones. Yay, good. I'm so excited. The male pinups are awesome. Okay, now I'm going to just put this on highlights. Black is one of those tricky colors, but again, I'm using gray to highlight, and so it's not gonna look weird until, yeah, that's already looking good. It's so interesting how you can change the look of black. You can make it look like black leather. You can make it look like just black. It kind of looks like black leather right now. All depends on like how you put your highlights, how sharp the highlights are. I'm kind of looking at where the overhead light is hitting the model, and that's where I'm placing my grays, because I'm using the light of the overhead model to tell me where to put stuff. That's cool. Let's do his shoes. I'm going to add just a little bit of black so I can kind of wet blend it a little bit. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, now let's add a little bit more white and see what happens when we start lightening our gray. You can make these value studies by just doing a little bit at a time. See, now this time I want my highlight really small. So it'll just see, I'm flipping the model so that way I can control where my brush is going. Okay, that looks awesome. Let's do a little bit more white. Each time I'm going a little bit brighter. Let's try a little bit more white. This one has the most white in it, I think, so far. Ooh, I like it. And I'm just going to go ahead. If you don't want to draw, you can tap. That little highlight is small. Yes, okay. While that's drying, I can take a little bit of this black. I can thin it out with my medium. Where's my medium? Did it soak into my... I think it's soaked in. That's the downside. Wait, here's the medium. I can thin out the medium, make a glaze, and then I can go back over my thing here and see if it looks... It didn't really do much. Let's add a little bit more black to my glaze. That's better. I don't think it did a ton, but we'll just let it dry and see what happens, because you just don't know. You won't manage to paint more than one, and you're a deadline rusher. That's okay. I understand the deadline rushing. For me, I need deadlines in order to get stuff done. It's that ADHD. Okay, so each one of these, this is going to be boring to watch, but I got to paint each one of these little frill bumps. See that? I can kind of go over several at once if I'm quick. Let's use straight white. Yeah, that's better. So all the way around. Yeah, okay. Let me think. Let's see what happens if when I take this white, I might need a different brush. I'm just going to tap all those little tiny details on his pants. See, that does look good. Sometimes it's just better to just tap than it is to try to get the, try to actually draw on it. That does look good. All right, he needs color. He needs color badly. Let's go, let me go back to my GW colors because I've got a dark, what's it called? The one that Eldar used. Incubi Darkness, Caliban Green. Where's the Incubi Darkness? Deadlines are the best motivators. Yes. Here it is. Black. Oh no, Dark Reaper. Yeah, that'll be good. Dark Reaper is a dark, it's a really pretty, it's like a dark grayish blue. Oh, maybe it's not dark enough. Let me see if I have the Incubi Darkness. Caliban. Whoa. This one? Nope. Calibite. What's this one? More Abaddon Black. I've got a lot of black. Well, let's try this and see. We can always go back over it with black and fix it if it doesn't look good. It's just a little bit blue. Let's go ahead and mix it with our mid color gray. Oh, I like that. Kind of smoothed out the steps that I had done with the grays. Yes. Okay, maybe that's it. I like it. Okay, we're going to keep it. It helps it look like it's softer. It doesn't look like... I want it to look like black cloth, which is very... So when you're doing black leather as opposed to black cloth, you don't want sharp highlights, because the sharper the highlight, because black leather is going to have white highlights, whereas black cloth is going to have kind of diluted soft highlights, right? Like, ooh, cat hair. There we go. Yeah, that is what I need. There we go. I'm just now gonna do this on the other spots on his outfit. And what I'm doing is I'm kind of blocking in where the light is gonna kind of fall on his shirt. And then what I'll do is I'll get in there with my details afterward. Okay. Let's do the toe. Ooh, pretty. All right, let's see. Let me think about his legs. I'm going to go in here with the white and see what happens. Oh, lint. Let's smooth things out quite a bit. Just that little bit of white. Yeah, I like it. My instinct was to use cream, and I'm glad I didn't, because I think it works out fine without it. Yes. It's kind of self-leveling over that primer. Really nice. Okay, that makes me want to paint all of the white areas with this white over the primer. It's very difficult to paint white over black, so if you can prime with your lighter color, it's going to look better. Yes. He needs another color really bad. Let's do the red, black, and white and see what happens. Let's do, what can we make? We can make red socks. We could wait. Well, let's wait for that. A little bit of blue, a little bit of gray. That looks nice. Oh, I like that so much. That is really making it more dimensional. The gray, see now the gray against the black on his tendrils, it makes a difference. Because it makes the tendrils look more black. I'm going to use a little bit of gray back here in the back of his coattails. This all should be black back here, because there really isn't any light getting back there. It's just going to be tricky to not hit the hands. Ah! Does white become more chalky? It depends on the white. Sometimes it does. If you airbrush it, it doesn't usually, because airbrushing kind of mists it, right? Like, there we go. That looks good. And I don't think this white didn't get chalky at all. It looks great. Simon, when you're painting like those ghost guys, what color do you use for the... Let me just see. I'm just gonna grab this is Nightshade, Dragonov Nightshade. This is like a bluey, yeah, this is a dark bluey color. I'm gonna see what happens when I take this and I put it on my hands. My goal is to really, yes, that's what I needed. Just another color, but I'm gonna highlight this back up. Let's add some contrast medium to this shade and see what happens. While it's still drying. Yes. See, it kind of wicked it up without. Yes. You see how I'm just like mopping it up and then drying my brush, and then mopping it up and then drying my brush. Yeah, that looks good. Let's do the other side with that. And I'm going to put some contrast medium on my palette. Okay, now we're going to get the Dragonov Nightshade. These shades are already formulated to do kind of what I want them to do, which is why I'm using them. Being really careful not to touch the legs. Oh, I just noticed that he has a little bit of black on his pinky, but that's okay. Let's get this contrast medium. Oh, I like it. Can you guys see the blue? I'm going to do a little bit of this contrast medium and black to see if I can do kind of a shaded fingertips. So add a little bit more of that. Add a little bit more black. So these look like claws. Ooh, creepy. He looks kind of dead. A little bit. This is drying nice, so I'm going to go ahead and do the other side again. I'm taking this technique from Warhammer when they make those like ghost haunts, guys. I can't remember what they're called. Are they haunts? Okay. Now get some of this contrast medium again. Try to pull. Add a little bit of white to this. Yeah, highlighting it back so that it feels like kind of gross and skeletal. Love it. Okay. So I'm trying to imagine what everything's going to look like together when I get all the ideas placed. So right now we've got all this color on the hand so that my eye is being drawn to that. I need to let that dry because it's still wet. It makes good contrast. Good. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the head again. We have that kind of a gray thing. We don't have this. We'll make it match the hands. Okay, now again back with the contrast paint because it's just going to thin out what I have. Keep it from drying quickly. Ooh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Everything goes into the crevices and leaves this kind of creepy. Oh, guys, look at that. I like it. He's still needing color. Let's do... Oh, my airbrush is still on. I'm going to see about this gray here rather than black. Put gray on these fingernails and we'll add black later. Yes. I think the gray is going to be a good transition to the black. Because it's not distracting me too much yet. Back to the white. Have you guys seen, there's this show on Netflix and it's about chocolate. Have you guys seen it? This world famous chocolatier, he works in Vegas, and it's not an award, it's not a show where you compete nobody gets kicked off the show. That's what I remember. All right, that looks good. Let's do a little bit of white and a little bit of medium up here. Yes. I want to do his coat in a deep purple, but not like a nightshade purple. Let's find, nightshade purple is matte, so that could actually add an interesting texture. Walnut brown, nope. Nightshade purple. This is my nightshade purple. I call it the purple of all blacks. Yes, this is such a gorgeous color. Look at this. It's like a squid ink color black. You can't see it. You'll see when I put it on the model. I'm going to do, yeah, it already shows up better than the pure black. Just do his coat and see what happens. See, by not painting black, I'm painting black. It's funny. Yes. Okay, back here. Nightshade purple is one of my favorite Reaper paint colors. Yes. It is kind of making a difference up against the other blacks. I kind of want to put some Drucci Violet on his collars. I don't know how it's going to work because I don't have a... Do I have a new Drucci Violet somewhere? Let me see this. Let me add a little contrast medium to the Drucci. This is one of those that... Yeah, that's going to need contrast. Drucci Violet's one of those colors that I spill on a regular basis. But you can never have too much of it. There we go. All right, mixing my Drucci Violet with contrast medium to thin it out a lot. And let's see what happens when I put it on this. Oh, look at that. That's what I like. That gorgeous seeps right into the crevices. And we don't lose too much of our whites. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. That is a gorgeous color. I'm going to go on all of these little lace pieces with this glaze. And let it fill in all the shadows. Yes. Forgive me for just painting the front for a minute because I'm working it out. Okay, we're going to go back to, they say not to paint white, so I'm going to go ahead and mix my gray again. Mix a little contrast medium in there to thin that. This is my gray, and I'm going to paint the gray Kind of needs to be on the spots that were going to be white. Shall I make all of his cuffs white too? Probably. Let's make them gray. If we make them mid-tone gray and then the highlights white, it will read as white. If we made the mid-tone white, you can't go up from white, right? You can't go up from white. So you don't want to make your base coat white unless that's as far as you want to go with it. I'm going to take that blue that we put. I'm trying to think. I'm just trying to decide what I want to do with his tendrils, because I want them to be black. I want them to be framing him. Maybe I'll do, let's see what happens when we add little white points to the thorns. We might be able to take that off if we don't like it. It doesn't really do anything for me. Ooh, you know, let's try doing the thorns in an ivory or something. So that way, let's use, trying to find a good, here, bright warm gray. It's kind of a green gray. And I need a paper clip. It is 3:24. Like I said, I wanted to have a chance to go see my father's grave before dark. Let me see what time sundown is today. Can't spell sundown. There we go. Sundown is at 4:30, so that'll give me an hour if I leave in about 5 minutes. we can stream a little bit more. I just want to make sure to be able to see it before the sun goes down. All right, so this is. Let's see what happens when we paint these. Almost like little teeth. I don't hate that. I like that. Yes, that's creepy. And I like creepy. Ooh, that's so creepy. Oh my goodness, I love it. Creepy, creepy. Yeah, do you guys like that? Look at that, like, kind of little teeth. It's these little details that are really going to pop everything later. See, this isn't white. This is the warm gray. But because it's up against that purple shadow, it looks like white on here. Yes, yes. Looks good. I really like those these little spikes. Are you liking the direction so far, Raymond? Yeah, he's got to have that. It was too black before, I think. Yes. I found a little mistake I gotta fix. There. Easy peasy. Okay. Let's go back and do more of these little teethy things. Beautiful. Yay. I'm so glad. Yeah, I really like these little pieces that are back there. And then it's going to make the little filigree that's all over his coat much better too. Because it'll like pull it all together. That's cool. This is one of those things though that it's like I forget to talk because it's so detailed that you need to kind of like concentrate on it. Oh yeah. I love the hands. Super heavy with the hands. Let me go ahead and go over those with more white. Highlight some spots. Okay. I think I'm going to call it here. I'm going to keep working on it tonight. I'm hoping to get this done by, what day is today? Hoping to get it done by Friday for sure. Slendy boy, yes. But anyway, this is where we're at right now. You can see it's coming along. I do think I'm going to add one more color somewhere in this. But I do like the black and white theme, even though and there is colors. There's blue and there's purple, but it's very subtle and it doesn't really draw the eye, which is fine. All right, I'm going to call it here. Thank you guys so much for joining me. You know what? Do I have time to stream tomorrow? Let me check. I might finish streaming him tomorrow. So I'll post links again. And maybe we'll work on him more tomorrow. So, all right, guys, you guys have a good one. I'm going to do my little outro. I'll be back tomorrow, guys.